This is student feedback. The idea is to use a quote in a paragraph, as simple as that. Objectivity within journalism encompasses many factors. Includes many factors which often cause it to be considered to be a vastly complex subject. Calcutt and Hammond in their book Journalism Studies simplify the term by breaking it down into 3 specific attributes. These are truthfulness, neutrality and detachment. Okay, so objectivity is quite a complicated term, and this is fair enough to an extent, but it's not objectivity within journalism, but it's the concept of objectivity in contemporary journalism, I think it is. Is considered complex, I think. Calcutt and Hammond. Right, we don't need here the book Journalism and Studies. Argue that it comprises 3 key aspects. I think that these are aspects rather than attributes. They're not attributes of objectivity, they're aspects of it, I think. But anyway, I think it sounds a bit better. These are, oh, let's put attributes, see if it works. Oops. These are truthfulness, neutrality and detachment. We don't need the colon here. And then we put in our reference. Now normally we put Hammond 2011 page 98. Perfect. But we've already mentioned their name, so we can do that. Now here we've got each is explained to identify its relevance to the topic of objectivity. Well, what this is doing is saying each is explained in the book by its relevance to the topic of objectivity, and really we don't need to know that. We can just carry on and discuss its relevance. So let's delete that. Oops. Get back on track. So now we've created a new paragraph. Truthfulness regards the reporting of factually accurate information. We're not quite sure where that quote comes from. Let's stick it in the same paragraph. It's about the same topic. We should only create a new paragraph if we've got a new topic. Does it regard? Includes truthfulness. Means the reporting of factually accurate information. Implies yeah, that's okay. This is necessary to be a fully okay. This is necessary for journalistic objectivity. I'm not quite sure why it will be a fully objective journalist. Objective is enough. This is necessary for journalist objectivity as without facts. The true facts as opposed to the false facts. News could become biased. Could could become based, could rely too heavily on opinion and hearsay. Yeah, hearsay's for courts, I think. Oh, maybe we'll have it. Could rely too heavily on opinion and hearsay, resulting in inaccurate reports. Okay. Neutrality concerns a journalist's ability to remain impartial in the face of events by presenting different viewpoints even-handedly. This is key in scenarios where two perspectives are present. Several. There might be more than two. So let's just put where several perspectives are present, journalists must balance. Must they present the interpretations, the various interpretations? It's more than two sides, to remain objective. Maybe a bit circular, but we can live with that. Closely linked to neutrality is detachment. The closely linked to neutrality is in Calcutt and Hammond. For Calcutt and Hammond, this means the let's make this explicit. Neutrality means the journalist's ability to separate fact from comment. Okay, does it? Not sure really. Detachment. I think it's their own comment. I think that's the idea. Separating out what has happened from the journalist's interpretation of what it means allows an audience to determine, allows more space for an audience to determine its own opinion, or their own opinion is fine. You see, the idea is that the audience might be able to work out their own opinion even if the journalist says what theirs is. It is suggested that in order to achieve this, the journalist has to approach news reporting from an unbiased, dispassionate. To achieve neutrality, for Calcutt and Hammond, means that journalists must approach their subject from an unbiased and dispassionate standpoint. I want to emphasize the dispassionate. We've already had bias, really, so I think that's fine. Okay, so that's sort of one point. So our next point is this. However, it has been considered by critics that true objectivity is not fully achievable based on human fallibility, as humans and therefore journalists are prone to judgment, to make judgments, to make judgments and hold opinions based on their own personal life experiences or political viewpoints. Okay. Critics of journalistic objectivity, or one of the main critiques of journalistic objectivity is that human fallibility, I could spell fallibility, that would be good. Human fallibility precludes a detached stance. Humans, and therefore journalists, are prone to make judgments and hold opinions based on their own personal life experiences or political viewpoints. And then you write more and put your quote in. Thank you.